Here we start off with a classic Overbout by this van. I completely forgot that cyclists have their own rules. They don't have to actually take any account of red lights. They can just go straight through. Now what are these two doing? Are they pulling it out or are they trying to fix it? Keep an eye on the left here. You'll see this car up here. Way too fast, not even giving way at all. Luckily they didn't really affect me. But that's not how you enter a roundabout. So we're on the A127, 50 miles an hour down to 40 miles an hour, coming up to the kind of fake roundabout. And we have this car on the right hand side, which is going to appear right there. And they just have to tailgate the car in front of them. Even though they can see the situation, we've got the slow down kind of hazard lines, we've got the extended hazard lines and a pothole, we've got the speed camera. But no, they have to tailgate this car. And it gets them absolutely nowhere. It absolutely gets them nowhere because in the end, I end up pulling alongside. I've got plenty of gap in front. I put on alongside and they gain absolutely nothing. And now they're even so far behind that I can safely overtake the car in front and get ahead. Why? Why be like that? Another voiceover here to replace the boring road noise, but we're watching the motorbike in the third lane. Ignore the other cars lane hogging. That's just besides the point. This motorbike wants to take the next exit and watch for chaos as they move left. Fucking hell. Idiot. Now this one's muted because there's a conversation going on. So we're watching the cars on our left here in the third lane. And this car which wants to undertake. Really impatient. But they kind of fail. And so move back in. I'm not in that first lane because I do not want the next exit for those lane hogger comments which are bound to come. So a bit of context here. This is a 2-lane road going into a 3-lane road, and at the roundabout the first 2 lanes go left, the second and third lane goes straight. So you have a good amount of time to get into what would be considered the correct lanes, but this car here moves from the third lane over to the first lane. Why do that there when you could easily go round a roundabout? I just don't understand it.
The roundabout at the second exit.
You don't believe in indicating, do you? That's all, you know. So we're joining the M25 and the A12 junction is pretty soon. So this is always a bit of a chaos sort of moment here, but what I want you to have a look for is the car in front of the lorry and the lorry itself. It's just an absolute nightmare. Jesus Christ. I am not going anywhere near these people. Why did they go in that lane? Why did they go in that lane? Fucking stupid. Why the fuck did they go in that lane? So 50 miles an hour road. Left hand lane will go into left and middle lane at the roundabout. Left and middle lane can go left, middle and right lane can go right. But we've got this BMW which is going to just come by on the right hand side in a second. They want to go left. Guess which lane they take at first? Yeah, the third lane, well done. But they then move to the second lane and then almost crash into the taxi, cuts across the roundabout completely in a straight line. Now what is going on there? Really bad driving.
Oh, well done. Well fucking done, you idiot. I know you've got a smart car, but even a smart car can't fit in that gap. Wait until my lights turn green. I'm sorry, who has a Lotus Elise in Basildon?
They must see me, right? This white car, they must see me. Yet they still go anyway. Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
We'll be quick. I need to be quick there. Why are you just fucking sitting there? Stop fucking spaces at your foot. All these spaces you can sit in.
Not very smart for a smart car.
Okay, so help me out here. This is going into a roundabout at Wolverhampton Cross. You can see where the Lidl is and Wolverhampton Cross Town Centre is on the right. Now, are both lanes supposed to be turning left here? Because I would have assumed that you should turn right from the second lane and not left. Because what is happening here? I want to be in that second lane for a roundabout further down to go onto the M25. But because of the traffic, I now cannot do that because of the people within that second lane. They've now blocked it up completely. Can someone who knows the area give me some understanding of this? Because it annoyed me at the time. And I've muted it because there isn't a huge amount of conversation or anything like that going on. It's just noise of the aircon blowing. But it's one thing that just puzzled me. The other thing as well is on the right hand side, black car will appear right on cue. Now they want to get into this lane and they've decided that they must push in front of me here. And when the lane moves, they just pull over. They've got the indicator on, so that gives them priority, obviously. But to be fair, they did want to go left pretty soon after, so I can see where they were coming from. But let me know your thoughts on this, because as you can see, they didn't really give me much of a choice. I didn't let them in, they just pulled across. But you can see there, they hit the curb, which is obviously bad, but they did want a certain area. And now here, I am now trying to get into that right-hand lane. But, stupidly, I didn't see the roadworks.
Thank you for being a dickhead.
That car wanted to go in this lane. Why didn't he just let you go?
Exactly. And you had that other car which came from the slip from the other road. Just forced their way across. What the fuck?
Are you on the keep clear?
No. Keep this just behind me.
So both. No, you really wouldn't.
Oh my. Now they're indicator over.
But they wouldn't let you out.
Unless it's like an obstruction for a while. But I was going to say, you can't see that. But you just keep going all the way down and then cut in anyway.
Everyone does seem to be coming in this lane.
And look, this person's on there, they ain't want to know. Look at him. Look at that tosser.
Is it obstruction on this line?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you go all
There
the
you
way
go,
to
they're
the
letting you
end.
in.
Yeah, you go all the way to the end. No, otherwise, no. You're stopping the flow now. You go all the way to the end. Really? Fucking stupid. What the fuck was that then? There. You stopped on the thing, and then you pull across when I went. Yeah. Come
You should
on.
have let them in. They don't let you in.
Well, I didn't have much of a choice, did I?
Use the right lane to turn right on Essex.
Unlike what many people think, I am not perfect. I do make my mistakes, and I like to highlight them here. So, I'm in this lane because I want to go right, but I want to go left at the M25. So I join this lane which says straight and right. But then I go into the right-hand lane, which is right only, while the left-hand lane is also right and straight. I should have been in the second lane here, but I didn't know it because that second lane which goes right goes into the first lane of the A10, I think it is. That is a lane that I want to go left at the M25. So I'm getting a bit of a state here. We're about to move off, but I actually get into the third lane because this car on the left of me now, this one, I think they move into the second lane, but they just position themselves badly. So I wanted to get into that second lane, but I couldn't. I'm then able to moments after, but now it's too late to move into the first lane. I can't get in front of that car safely and move into the first lane. So I am now stuck in the second lane, which is like the worst place. Because if I was in the right lane, I could have gone right and gone round the roundabout. I am stuck. So I am not proud of this, but I managed to sneak in front of the lorry and just about get into the correct lane.